Okay. And we're back at it again, guys. Welcome back to the live stream. How are you guys all doing? I'm glad to be back because I'm super stoked about this game I've been playing since last night. I've been thinking about it all day long. Talking about Routine, the sci-fi horror game that honestly I'm really impressed, especially now that we're getting close to the very end of this year, and just playing one banger after the other. I love it. I love it. There hasn't been any. It hasn't, in terms of like indie horror games out there. It hasn't been slow. There's some good stuff out there, and would definitely recommend this game. And I'm still not done with it. We're still continuing our playthrough of this. This could be, hopefully, the time where we wrap it up. I don't know how much of the gameplay is left. It could be a pretty chunky. We don't quite know. But let's get to it. Let's get to playing Routine. Now, from what we remember from the last time I was playing this, basically we're playing as a engineer, you could say, in a lunar space station set in this sort of alternate 80s vision of the future. And basically things kind of go wrong in this lunar station. Things completely malfunction, specifically something called the automated security network. And so basically the security network, which basically controls all of these robots, right, have gone completely rogue, and they're just kind of acting on their own in their own way. And so your job is to help shut down this security network and kind of restore the lunar station to some kind of order. Except there could be something more happening that now we have unraveled in the latest chapter of the story. That it wasn't just some malfunction in the lunar station, but something from the outside, something in the planet of the moon itself was brought into the station, a kind of infection. And I think that infection is what's basically caused a major outbreak, and what's triggered the malfunction of the security network. And there seems to be something lurking about in the lunar station, something not human. What it is, why it's there, how can we stop it? Let's find out in Routine. Let's get back to it. Yeah.
You have a bandage?
No. It's all been done. What happened? Uh-oh. Alright, just cover it with wet wipe.
The whole thing might, it's like a whole.
Okay. Use a wet wipe. Pressure it with wet wipe, and you have a booklet, right? Just kind of to tighten it in
Yeah,
place. Okay. Laptic, how'd it happen?
I was reaching for my deodorant, and then the razor was there, and it like.
Ouch. Synaptic. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to try to remember where I left off here. We're in some sort of place called, from what I understand, yeah, we finished this part. Basically, from what I remember, we are in some place called the Canal, which seems to be some sort of expedition, an archaeological site in which, I guess where the scientists uncovered this this vegetation, which I think has triggered the infection that we see in the game. The thing that's roaming about is titled or named Entity A. You definitely don't want to bump into this. So yeah. Okay. What is that? Is that relevant to the game? Okay. Emergency ecography of the canal must be performed. This requires level 3 security access. If you lack clearance, report to the founder in the annex station. Okay. This is Callie. I'm leaving this message for any remaining members of the Prism still inside the station. We're trapped in the ward. The surface airlock requires security level 2 to open, but Mason is the only one with access, and he's locked himself inside the vestibule in fear of contamination and exposure to Entity A. Okay. He's encrypted the restroom side entrance with a strange keypad system protected by a hidden code. I managed to confiscate his code diagram and supporting photos. I've secured them in my locker. The pin is 4358. Okay, 4358. So we have to find the locker. Let's see if we can find that. Okay, what else? I think that's about it. Alright, so we still need to acquire security level 3 and security level 2. So we can get the hell out of here. Ahlan Zaid, welcome to the live stream, man. How we doing? Okay. Let's find this bathroom. Here we go. Yeah, we're back at it. We're back at it again. Alhamdulillah. Alhamdulillah. I'm doing good myself. I've just been thinking about this game all day. I want to see what's going to happen next. So, we need to get security clearance level 2 and security clearance level 3. But we need to find the person we need to find basically somebody who hid the code, the security clearance level 2, in a bathroom. So we have to find the locker, and in that locker we'll know what we have to do next. I can't remember where that bathroom was, so we're just kind of to guess our way through this area. Ah, never mind, wasted a battery. Oopsie. Oh my god, you can actually hear him. Yeah, let's turn that off. I think I need to get through door commons 1 and 2. Whoever locked it in the bathroom is smart. Whoever locked it in the bathroom is a coward. Okay. My question is there any way to counteract him? I think you just have to run away. Okay, the bathroom. This is it. Which means the locker is here. No? Is this the keypad thing? Oh, it is. 4 3 4 3 5 8. Correct? It didn't open. Did I not write it correct? I'll do it again. 4 3 5 8. Oh, what? Maybe I wrote the wrong order. 4 3 8 5 8 5. What the hell? That's weird. Walker is next to the corpse, Mikhail. Bro, there's a new game coming to Game Pass called Dome Keeper. It looks really nice. You should try it. Hold on. Next to the body? But what is this here? This feels like this is the access point to... I think these are the lockers. They look like the lockers. Next to the body, huh? Okay. Where is the body? Oh, we're back here again. I'm trying not to move too much, because I don't want him to sense my presence. Okay, the body's there. Hope he didn't hear that. No bathroom here. Yeah, I figured. I figured the thing can be invisible. I noticed sometimes the flaps, they move. And that's an indication. Still can't go through here. Imaging, no. Sound. I don't have access to this, do I? No. He's here. Hey, Lies! Welcome to the live stream, man. You're just in time. Maybe there's other doorways I need to open up. Because I can't seem to find this bathroom, man. Check down here. What's the story? Basically, we're an engineer who's trying to restore order back to this lunar station. What started off as basically trying to shut down this very dangerous security network that had these automatons roaming about killing humans has now turned into, well, an infected entity that has now been festering about in the station itself. So not only are we dealing with robots, we're dealing with a biological hazard. It was out to get me. Almost like alien level, you could say. James was right, I saw it too. Is there an issue with the interference module software? There has to be a logical reason behind it. No software anomaly. It's here in the ward watching us. I've been monitoring all areas with the interface module. It's the only way to see it. Whatever it is, it's tall. Yikes. Oh, we saw it all right. You were in the bathroom where you found the code thingy. Yeah, I was there. I'm gonna reread that email again. I may have messed up the code. So I'm just gonna... Oh, there he is. There he is. There he is. Oh. Oh my god. They call it the Entity A. First of its kind. There are 2 code thingies? Okay. Well, let's backtrack. I'm gonna read that email again and make sure that the code I wrote was correct. This is a game called... I'll check it out. I'll check it out. He curvy? Damn. Ain't wrong about that. Okay. Let's go read that email again. Okay, I managed to confiscate his code diagram and supporting photos. I've secured them in my locker. The pin is 4358. 4358, okay. If you're reading this, decipher Mason's code and retrieve his ID, which is in her locker. Okay. We're trapped in the ward. Security requires level 2, but Mason is the only one with access. He's locked himself inside the vestibule in fear of contamination. He encrypted the restroom side entrance with a strange keypad system protected by a hidden code. We have to find her locker. In the locker, basically, we'll find the thing that allows us to decrypt the code number that we found in that bathroom. So we're not going to the bathroom. We're trying to find her locker. What's her name? Callie. Okay. Okay. We have to find the... Yeah, we have to find the locker room. Wherever that may be. Which means we are going to have to open up some places. Let's see. Door imaging 1. Door systems. Okay, let's go. Ecography. Still can't go in there. Are these lockers? Nope. Ecography, door imaging 2. Let's open that. Oh shit, he's here, he's here. I'm cooked. Where can I hide? Hold on. Ah, fuck. I could see him. Oh! Fuck! God damn it. God damn it. Okay, that is messed up. The way it can just be invisible at will. Holy moly. Alright. Gotta find these lockers. Sounds like he's nearby. Locker, 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 locker. Okay, let's see where this gives us access to. Ecography requires level 3. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I know. Door system, door imaging, prong 2. I'm going to turn that off because prong 2 actually requires a higher security level. Lift servers? Do I want to use the lift? No, I've already gone there. It'd be a waste. Run, 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 run. Shit. But the locker! Callie's locker! I just found it! Okay, but hold on. It's just that he's roaming around now. Give me a sec. We found it. We found it. Is he gone? Okay. Grab this stuff. 4, 3, 5, 5, 8. Okay, great. Take the picture. Take the left or right. I have to screenshot this. Okay. What about the pictures? Screenshot. Didn't know you can't collect these. Screenshot. I guess these are places I have to go to. What else? That's the tree. I guess, okay, that's, we know where this is. This is the final keypad thingy. What are we looking at here? Remember, left to right. Left to right. I've not seen these symbols before. Have I ever played High on Life? Yes, I actually played it. I'm waiting for the sequel. Can't wait to play it. Yeah, I mean, I get that it's time consuming, but I don't mind. Okay. So I presume I have to go to these areas here. They will give me information. Okay, I know where this is. And I don't know where this is. This is the tree. I think every area has a symbol, and then depending on where the symbols are, then I will know what the digits are. In whatever order. Something like that. Okay, let's do the most obvious one, which is the tree. Oh, it's not turned on. Shit. They're closed. Turned them off earlier, didn't I? Get me out of here. Okay, we're back here. Is there a symbol on the tree? There must be. The image indicated here. What am I looking at? Okay, give me a second. Let's see our captures here. Okay. So maybe if I position myself here, then I will see the symbol. Let me use the infrared. Hold on. Let me switch. To this module. Yep. Yes, there we go. Could be something. Could be something. No? I see like a... Oh, wait. Yeah, I see something. There we go. A circle. Which if we look here... There is a circle. There is a circle. Okay, so, circle. That means that's the third digit. And it's a 1, I presume. I think that's what that means. Okay, next. This with like 2 hoes. I don't know that one. I know where this room is. I'm gonna go there. Yeah, let's go. Let's just quickly save. Hey, we finally doing Riftbound today? He's still back at it again. Unfortunately, no. We're playing an indie. We're playing a sci-fi horror game today. Um, where I'm from, I am Arab American. Trying to remember where this vent was. Yeah, there we go. Okay. Can I zoom in? I want to get a better look. So it was somewhere here. Can I look at this better? Show it to me. It's right here near a piece of hardware. Okay. Yeah, over here. Triangle. Okay. Triangle. Hey, robot lover. Ahlan. Welcome to the live stream, man. Rest in peace. Okay, so that was that a, which type of triangle was that? Hold on. Was it an inverted triangle? Yeah, it was. So, that means, okay. Again, it's the first digit. And it's a 1. Right? From left to right. Okay. Think. Lebanese? No. No, but that's usually everyone's first guess. Weirdly enough. Alright, the next one is this. I don't know. I've not seen this before, to be honest. Oh, yeah. Seen this. Alright, we got the tree. And then a hose. A bunch of hose hanging off a wall somewhere. There is light protruding, so it's in a lit area. Okay, we'll try to remember that. Okay. And the last one is, I guess, where the keypad is, where the bathroom is. Syrian? No. Okay. I have to switch the modules. Is it not on? Why? They're not on. Okay, let's bust it open. Why do we make such loud noises when we walk? I think it's just part of the immersion. Where, buddy? Palestine? No. Okay. This looks like a lit room. See if we can find it here. No. I'm trying to find the 2 hose. Not here. Okay. This looks... Oh, there we go. We found it. We found it. Okay, we see blood trails. Where's the symbol? Oh, there we go. Looks like a bowl. Okay. Then where's that? Okay, that's the second digit. Second digit. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's 4. All right. I think the last one is in the bathroom. I guess we'll go there. Is Arc Raiders worth the hype? It definitely is. It definitely is. Yeah. It's the most refreshing it's the most refreshing shooter game of this year. If you've gotten bored of your Call of Duties and your Battlefields and your War Zones, Arc Raiders comes in and is offering something a little bit different, a little bit more unique than what's... Oh. Is he here? Yeah. It's definitely worth the hype. Back to 48%. Hey, I've been doing okay so far. I've been doing okay so far. I don't want to jinx it. Okay, not the elevator. I guess the objective is to get to the elevator, basically. Where the hell is that bathroom? Oh, there we go. We found it. Okay. Switch back. All right, and we found the last symbol, which is da-da-da-da. It is 5. It's the fourth digit, 5. From left to right. Okay. So if I did this correctly, it would be 1, 4, 1. Ah, damn it, I gotta repeat this. Oops, okay. 1, 4, 1, 5. What the hell? Let's do it. 1, 4, 1, 5. Why the hell am I getting incorrect? What have I done wrong here? Am I doing this wrong? Which game do you think is going to win Best Game of the Game Award? It could either be Expedition 33 or it could be Hollow Knight Silksong. From left to right. Inverted triangle. The bowl shape. Circle. Then it's like a diamond. Diamond with edges to it. I mean, the way I'm thinking of it is like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know. So then, if it's this, then this is a 1. And then if we go down here, that's a 4. Then 1, then 5. That's kind of how I think about it, to be honest. Unless it's another way where it's like 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. No, that doesn't make sense. That doesn't make sense. Was there something more to the note? Could I have flipped it and figured out something else? Maybe I should examine the actual note. Where is it? Should be nearby. Yeah. Let's take another look at this. Oh my... Damn it. I should have actually flipped it. There we go. Should have known. Okay. Shit, he's nearby, isn't he? Remove this. Okay. I need to hide somewhere. Okay, okay. This is gonna be tricky. Okay. So that makes it a 7. 7. And then go back. So then we're thinking, which is the fourth one down. So then fourth one down, 6. Okay. Then the circle. Okay. Go here. It's a 1. So 7, 6, 1. And then finally, this one is the last. So we go all the way down here. It's 0. So 7, 6. 1 0. Okay. Let's hope we got it right. 7 6 1 0. We got it. We got it. Hell yeah, we got it. %49%. 49%. Begin. But is there a... Come on, you gotta give me a save somewhere.
This is Dr. Weber, clinical psychologist. Today is the 19th of February, 1979. 1846 LTC. I've been compelled to implement a 3-stage process to help mitigate this delirium. The first stage is the re-entry chamber, a mandatory step for any personnel returning directly from the canal. Though, regrettably, not all exhibit the requisite discipline.
Which may have caused the outbreak.
The second stage, which I regard as the most critical, is the anchor. I've repurposed a hall within the commons to repeatedly present footage of a hollyhock in bloom.
That's what it was. The projection of the flower.
Seems to have a noticeable calming effect. A basic yet apparently necessary comfort.
So could I actually go into that room, and if the monster chases me, they might actually stop becoming aggro?
Within the vestibule. This procedure is reserved for those in advanced states of psychological decline, producing a perceived mental and somatic reset. I shall continue to monitor the effectiveness of each stage. At present, however, these steps seem to be helping to a degree.
Maybe tell me how I can kill the damn thing? No? Yeah, it is... User ID. Can mine work? Or I guess maybe I need to find someone else's ID. Alright, let's see what this is. Alignment process. Begin the optical test in room 1. This is the auditory. This is the optical. Okay. You're about to begin the optical tests. Optical test message. Optical test 1. Motion detection. Okay. Am I supposed to do anything? Should I use the, maybe I should be using... Oh, wait. How many of the shapes exhibited counterclockwise rotation? Ah. Wasn't paying attention to that. Did you find a way to avoid that thing, Mike? I don't think so. But from what we heard in that record, the doctor says that the projection of the flower apparently makes her patients feel calm. So I presume one of the patients who's turned into the entity, I think if we actually run into that room, if the monster's there, they might actually de-aggro. Put 9. Fellas. I wasn't paying attention. Okay, now we're going to pay attention. I didn't know that that was the optical test. Okay. Optical test 2. What's happening? It's only just static visuals. Okay. I see sort of like a green. Which item did you see? I saw nothing. You are now ready for auditory tests. Please proceed to room 2. Okay. Strange. I don't think there's a right or wrong answer. It's a psychological test anyway. Bro, look at these soundproof muffles. I would like to have one of these. Good for my voiceovers. You're about to begin the auditory tests. The only way is to stun him with your interface module. Ah, okay. Like the override thing? Okay, up. Left. Right. Down. I guess it's gonna ask me which sound resonated with you the most. I'd say the right. It felt very, very close. Auditory test 2. Emotive response threshold. Okay, so a big circle, small circle, medium circle, bigger circle, twitching circle. It's getting more aggressive. Okay. It's contorting. I don't know how did the sound make you feel? Unsettled. You can now start the final stage of the alignment process. Return to the main terminal. Okay. Auditory and optical test complete. Drain the basin. Enter the basin and start the somatic procedure. Which is here. The ID. 4673. Let me write that down. 4673. James Mason. Mason! He was the guy we wanted access to. This is where I think we'll have security level 2. Somebody said 6-7, bro. Okay. Where's the projector? Oh, there we go. 4, 6, 7, 3. Okay, the security clearance. Use the interface module to upgrade to level 2. Interface module. Okay. Forgot the interface module is the thing you override with, right? Yeah. Or maybe that wasn't it. I think it was this. Oh. Shit, I ran out of battery. Whoopsie. Grab it. Why is it not working? There we go. Okay, that's how you get it. Module upgraded. Nice. Diary. The tapes. The others can't see or hear it, but I can feel it. The message is clear. We must be cleansed before we enter the canal. There is time, but we must start the cleansing process now. There's too many contaminants to keep track of. This area has to remain isolated and clean. It must. I can't keep restarting the process. It won't be fully cleansed this in time. I think someone else is in here. Maybe while I was asleep. Did I let them in? I can't remember. I need to protect this space. Some sort of failsafe code for only my waking self to understand. They're leaving, entering the canal. How can I join them if I'm not clean? One more bath. Damn, so our boy Mason just locked himself here and just kept taking showers. Okay. From Callie. James, are you okay? From Callie again. This is Judith. To Judith. Judith, I'm concerned about James. He started to spend a lot of time in the vestibule recently, and now he's locked himself in here. He isn't responding to anybody, and Polly can't override the code. We used to do puzzles together. We used to do puzzles together at the downtime when we were in mission training. I'll see if I can take a few guesses at figuring out the code, but I'll need your help if we do get the door open. I'm not sure of his mental state. Are you free? Are you free in the next hour? Sure thing. I'll meet you at the terminal. From William Davis, founder, to all family, for all of our safety, the base is on lockdown, and travel to the moon surface is not permitted. As long as you're not exhibiting signs of illness, you are free to go anywhere within the base, except for the areas designated for quarantine. Please remain distant as much as possible, and feel free to reach out to me via mail. I think that's already too late. Okay, now that we have security level 2, it's time to go, I think, to the ecography. I think that's where we're going to have to go next. Yeah. But let's save first. Easier is... Oh! Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god, bro, he scared the living crap out of me. Oh my god. Oh my god. Holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap, bro. I got a heart attack from that. He did not need to stand behind me like that, bro. That freaked the crap out of me. What the hell? What the hell was that? Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. Do notice my camera is twitching a bit. I need to fix it. Yeah, there we go. That should be good. It's just, it reminded me of that scene from Alien Romulus when the character is walking down a hall and the suspenseful music stops and it's complete silent, and the alien creature is just standing like this, looking at her from afar like this, and he's like very tall and white, you know. He's like, that's the sort of like imagery I have in my head. That was hella creepy. Oh, I didn't like it. Just took like a less than a second glimpse, and I freaked the hell out. Okay, let's look at our tasks. We're still trying to make our way into the annex, into the canal. The interference model has been upgraded to security level 2. I can now leave the ward for the moon surface and access the annex station. Something significant is happening in the canal. The archive terminal indicates that an emergency ecography must be performed. However, I cannot proceed without first upgrading my interface model to security level 3. To do that, I need to reach the annex station and locate the next terminal, I guess. So security level 2, I can't remember what that gives us access to. Reboot is required to maintain general functionality in the ward, I guess. Yeah. I just don't want to be in the same room with that guy anymore. Holy moly. Emergency ecography of the canal must be performed. Requires level 3. Yeah, we got that. Okay, so let's kind of recall what is... The door commons door commons, I don't need them anymore. Prong 1. Let's see. Prong 1, maybe we have access now. Which is over here. Security level 3, never mind. Let's see the elevator entrance. Level 2. Elevator entrance level 2. Okay, this is new. I guess this will take us to the annex station. Is it up or is it down? Or is it, there's also two levels, two separate levels. Let's see. New voice record.
This is William Davis, founder of Prism Institute. I'd like to take a moment to express my gratitude to each and every member of Prism. For your tireless work, your dedication, and your remarkable foresight.
I already don't like him.
Those back home are utterly unprepared for what we shall find. Once the ward is operational, our real work begins. And I look forward to it with great anticipation.
It's like Davis knew what exactly he was doing here. All right, initialize airlock sequence. Security clearance required. Please provide security credentials with with interface module above. No. Security clearance required. Please provide security credentials. Oh, above. Oh yeah, sorry. Whoopsie. Oh, are we going out? Oh my god, look at this, the muffled sound. Oh my god. Whoa. Actually, it's water. I'm drinking some water today. Chapter 5. Endure. Wow. There's Earth over there. Oh, this is awesome. The vast emptiness of the moon. Alone? Not really. Serene? Perhaps. Dangerous? Of course. I certainly hope I don't meet some moon monster roaming about. Don't worry, I got my cat gun ready to go. I'm gonna scan him to death. Pew 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 pew. I like how they just give you like a moment of peace before you step right back in. Initialize, okay. So I guess where this is next is... This is the annex station. And we're looking for security clearance level 3. At least I hope so. happened here? Main wing. Okay. Can this be opened? Oh. This is where we disinfect first before we go into the next area. Right? E-line, EL9 detected, unable to administer. Oh. What's an EL9? Is that the disease that's inside me? Looks like I might have to actually disinfect myself. What am I looking at here? Time frame for the symptoms. Day 1, headaches. Day 1, eye strain. Day 5, insomnia, trouble sleeping. Day 7, cognitive decline, visual manifestation, visual and auditory hallucinations. Day 30, breathing difficulties, cough, low-grade asthma. Day 45, dehydration, unable to intake nutrients by mouth. Day 60, death, cardiac arrest after succumbing to symptoms. Day 61, fruiting bodies, development of a fungal growth on the back of tongue observed during ulgor mortis. Positive cryptococal test. So this happens after 60 days. Yikes. Quite gross. I wonder if I have this disease, and if I am, at what stage am I in? Am I in like day 1, day 2? I think we did show blurry vision. Visual manifestation, maybe. I think so. Maybe like we're in the first week of this infection that's inside of us now. Everything is locked. There must be some, oh. We're back here again. Is there, perhaps another level? Let's see. So I pressed down. Maybe I press down again. No, there's only an up option. Definitely more than day 1. Most likely, yeah. Most likely. Chemical lab. Now, where is the... Oh, okay, there we go. Where is this? Another voice note.
We came so far. Further than anyone would have expected. This place is proof of our will, our perseverance, our vision.
Mad scientist dialogue.
Soon the canal will speak.
That's what... Okay, everything seems to be deriving from something called the canal, which I presume is like ground zero of where the infection can come from. Okay. Where does this lead? Overflow is at 100 capacity. Okay, so I guess we are actually draining this down. There must be something down there I need to access. All right, actually, before I go further, there was an email terminal. I didn't actually read some of the information there that could actually help. Just gonna go back for a sec. Oh, there we go. Diary. Woke up in the past again, missing chunks of time. I feel like I need to be somewhere. It's like waking up from a dream I can't remember. And that voice, my voice, together. Ooh. That guy's like day 20 for sure. Decontamination malfunction. Paul Vargas, engineering technician, to Kenneth Murphy, lead engineer. Hey, Ken, the automated sensor in the decontamination is malfunctioning. It can identify contaminants, but it can't communicate the chemical formula necessary to sanitize. Until I get it fixed, we can work around it by manually entering the chemical formula. I'll put up a sign to inform the rest of the crew that use the main control lab. So the thing that I was actually trying to access before seems to be busted. So there really is no survivors, only you. So far, that seems to be the case. Bro, I'm tired. Good night. Keep me tuned with your posts. All right, Liz. Thanks for tuning in, man. I'll catch you on the next one. Good nighty. Yeah, it seems like so far we're the only ones alive. Patient Henry Becker. Patient has prominent cough and breathing issues. He's experiencing tightness in his chest, which he says started after a presence visited him yesterday. He also complains of ice pick headaches, floaters in vision, and sensitivity to light, which he has been experiencing for about a month. Communicated concern to Judith Weber regarding Becker's comment about a presence and submitted a referral for examination after patient recovers from physical symptoms. Becker has been isolated and prescribed salbutamol for asthma symptoms. So this guy is like definitely... That guy's like day 15. Day 20, maybe. Hallucinations. To be honest, plot armor? Damn. We gotta have a story. It's not like the guy is like... I wouldn't say he's complete plot armor. He is infected, I believe. They've shown that he usually gets knocked out every once in a while. Something is affecting him. Okay. Override access. All right, so that means we need to find somebody's ID. Somebody who's of high position, maybe? What else is over here? Nothing. Maria's terminal. So that's Maria's terminal. And then that one is called access override, which I guess is to give us access to that ladder. Anything in here? Nothing. Oh, yes. The key. I remember the keypad thing. The keypad thing. This is how you do it. Forgot about this. No? That's not gonna work. Okay, what about this one? The fingerprints. Nothing. We're looking for someone named Maria. Have to look for some documents. Anyways, I need more games like this, man. It feels bad when you finish a game you really enjoyed. I feel you, man. It's pretty tough. It's pretty tough to find some proper hidden gems like this. What can I recommend that I've played recently that you might enjoy? There's Eclipsium. There is Mouthwashing. What else? Here's a good one. Abyssal Reflections. It's not as long, but honestly, it's really good. Nothing. Noting them down. Yeah, these, and take it from me. Like, these are, they come highly recommended. They're solid. Okay, so we're looking for anything relevant to Maria. Let's go back. There could be something in those documents that we saw earlier. Not from here. Still can't do anything. Anytime, man. Wait, you know what? Maria's terminal. I don't know. Maybe I should follow some sort of blood trail. Could lead to something. Nope. Access override. What if I just put my username? Would that not be enough? 5193. 5193. Nope. You said mouthwashing. Eclipsium. What was the last one? Abyssal Reflections. But the start was hard on this game. It was, because there was just so many like mechanics you had to familiarize yourself with that the game does not teach you. And so you feel quite lost in the beginning. Quite lost. But I guess that's the sort of idea they were going for, you know? Oops. No. I'm wasting the batteries on this. See if we can override. Let's try this one. See if we can override this. Once and for all. Nope. That doesn't work. Okay, hint for you. The center in the middle of this area. Okay. Taking a look-see. Switch back to this. Ah. Oh! Holy shit. Oh my god, bro. Give me a heart attack. Bastard. That's the first time I actually see him that close. 0211. Oh my god. No. 0211. Oh my god. Alright, let's read the emails. From Maria Ivanov to William Davis, the founder. Discovered something in the arbor. It is a large animal that does not appear to be alive. I think this is what think this is what some of the others saw. You must go and see. Then we need to get in. We need to get it to the main control lab. From William Davis. I went back to the arbor to save as much of the fluids from the dissection as possible, but I had to let most of it soak into the soil. I wish circumstances were more juvenile, but I am grateful to be able to share this moment with you, Maria. This is an absolute marvel, a native being of the moon. You know, if you find an animal in the moon, maybe leave it where it is. Okay, don't go, "Oh, let me grab some samples and what did he do? He dunked it in a soil? I soak it into the soil? Are you insane? Well, then no wonder everyone died. I'm really sorry, but the name of the game for the last one, Abyssal Reflections. Abyssal Reflections. I think I have it here on my Steam library. Pull it up real quick for you. Abyssal Reflections. This one is really good. Really, really good. Of course, also, if you want something that's very close in terms of fear factor, to routine that I'm playing right now, but perhaps even more stressful, is Amnesia: The Bunker. This is, by far, one of the scariest horror games I've ever played. It's up there, top. If you've not played this, you have to play it. It is phenomenal. Phenomenal. I'm telling you, this is more stressful than routine, because at least in routine, I get the idea that, you know, the horror fact, you know, like the monsters that you deal with, they're set in fixed places. Amnesia, no. The monster is always there. Always. And it's about you having to basically complete the tasks at hand while also making sure that he's not on your tail. There's also some other things you have to micromanage, like resources, power, what items you can carry with you. You can actually even customize the difficulty and the randomness of items and where you can find them, so they're not always in fixed places. Gives it a more non-linear experience. I'm telling you, it is one of the best horror games I've ever played. I still think about it from the day I played it. It's phenomenal. So yeah, that's my other recommendation. It's fucking stressful. And here's the crazy thing. The game actually gives you a gun, but I'm telling you, and this is like an Amnesia game. All the Amnesia games never gave you a weapon. So for them to give you a weapon in that game just kind of already tells you, like, it's not going to be enough. Yeah. Definitely going to play them all. Thank you so much. No worries, man. I hope the recommendations come in handy. Okay, precaution protocol. Hello, team. There's a potential illness going around. No shit. Until we know more, the STIPP is in effect. Report at the first sign of any symptoms. Isolate if feeling ill. Wipe down surfaces frequently. Wear provided masks. Visit the lab for cultures to be taken. One of us doctors will always be at the main control lab, so stop by at any time. A sleeping area will be set up for you in the designated isolation zone, and your meals will be delivered for the length of your isolation period. Chem will be conducting recurring surface swabs and used air filter testing. Bio will handle pre-incinerator wastewater analysis. Engineering will be replacing all air filters with high-efficiency particulate air filters over the next 40 hours. Reach out to the medical team with any questions. So this is the COVID-19 protocol that basically happened. Thank you so much for the gifts, man. Appreciate it. All right, so we've opened up the door. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. You spoil me. Okay. This is a new area. I wish you can kind of hold it out so you can properly see like the way you can only get light when you have to aim it down. It's fine. I guess that's what they want to go for. Okay, strain biomarkers detected. More details soon. I can't wait for the radiocarbon results. I don't know if I'm going to be able to sleep thinking about what types of ancient life could have left these biomarkers assemblages in these samples, and from how long ago. As excited as I am, it doesn't feel right celebrating this without Edith. Protogen amino acids. After everything, it has all been worth it. This is a... Okay. It has been all worth it. This is momentous life right here, right now with us on the moon. Maybe the canal harbors a more hospitable environment for certain organic material. After I get the next experiment logged and prep tomorrow, I need to talk with Barbara. What I'm experiencing does not fill me with confidence. The loss of time, the hallucinations, and yet I embrace it. I embrace the process. I hear it now. The canal is our only way to go on together. Again, this is the second time a message like this comes out. Of course, with all that recommendations, man, I have to pay you back. This is bare minimum. You don't have to, man. You don't have to. But I appreciate it, man. I hope you like the recommendations. Shit. I don't think I'm gonna be able to get out of here. This one looks a bit slightly different than the other, doesn't he? Oh my god, there's a vent. Try stunning it? Was which module? I don't know. The override module? This? Nah, bro. The way it moved so fast, but like it's so quiet about it. Oh. Oh my god. The last one, okay. Got it. We got it equipped. We're ready to go. I have 3 battery cells. This is a new area, so I'm gonna be completely lost for a while until I figure things out. The EL9 solution, disinfect compiler, main control lab, decontamination. Reminder to source new sample for EL9 testing from the cistern. So I guess this is where we actually have to remove the EL9 out of our system before we can get to that next room. Active compounds for EL9, copper ions, silver ions, parasitic acid, phenol, hydrogen peroxide, chlorhexidine. So I guess these are all the components I have to remove from my body. Don't tell me he's gonna open that door. Okay. Successful EL9 solution. And someone has already wiped it. There's the... Okay. Choosing a base for EL9. Oh my god, this is turning into chemistry. I need to do the test with all these papers and stuff. Okay. My god. Quite the puzzle. Well, let's save. Where are the compounds? Oh, they're here. the base, the active 1, 2, and 3 stabilizer test. Okay, so we have okay, so we know active 1 is CO2. Let's change that. What's a CO2? Silver ions. No. Yeah, it's a Cu2 plus. So copper ions. Copper ions. Okay, boom. Now to figure out what's active. See, it's been wiped out. So I guess I have to deduce from these things over here. Choosing a base for EL9. Okay. Citric acid, copper ions, ethanol. Go up the periodic table. Yeah. Active O2 and stabilizer. Let's see the other documents here. This is for the stabilizer. Potential stabilizer, okay. Can boost chlorhexidine. Could disrupt parasite. pH levels help copper. So we're kind of looking at the green text. A good stabilizer, but could make the solution more vicious than we want. PvP can retain and slow down the release of silver ions. So it seems like can balance or breaks down. So if we so sodium chloride we can, because it says it breaks down the Cu2, which we don't want. So maybe the poly something will do that one. It's a I guess it's a kind of it's a deduction of like, it's telling you that if certain compounds break down other compounds, so you don't want that to happen. So for example, this one says, I think it's the poly. Let's do the poly for the stabilizer. Yeah. Okay. Then active O2. Active compounds. Silver ions. Highly compatible. Provides long-lasting solution. Does not synergize well with H2O2. Don't. Okay. Can bind silver ions too tightly. Destroy copper ions. If I use parasitic, I don't want that. Okay, so then I think active O2 is silver ions. Yeah. And then the base. Let's see. We use water, which is H2O. Water content improves penetration. Doesn't work for copper, so we can't use that. The alcohol, very effective base, helps dissolve cell membranes. It's pathogens more vulnerable to copper and peroxide. Okay. So we have copper ions, we keep in that. Risk of residue, keeps citric acid, keeps copper ions suspended and spread out evenly. Can degrade hydrogen peroxide. Okay, so it's either propylamine or iso something. Let's try propylamine. Propylamine Geigel. Test. Yeah. Chosen compounds. Fail. Effectiveness 25%. Okay. Then the other suggested item was, I said it keeps citric acid from clumping and separating. So maybe I should use citric acid in active 2. We'll keep propylamine here. And then active 2 should have citric acid. Yeah, let's try that. The only thing I did here is reading the papers and focus on the green words. That's kind of how I'm seeing it as well. Effectiveness failed. Damn. So it's a puzzle where you need to find something perfect with everything you use. Yeah, I kind of figured that was the case. I need to figure out the base again. Let's try isopropyl alcohol. Yeah, alcohol. And let's try silver ions. Bit of a doozy. Okay, 50%. 50%. Maybe it's not the silver ions. Maybe it's the peracetic acid. Let's see. Failed again. There's two things. So we know that copper ions and the alcohol are correct. What's incorrect is the stabilizer and the peracetic acid. So it's a little guesswork until we get it right. So it's not peracetic acid, hydrogen peroxide. I gotta see. Okay, something between the stabilizer and active O2. Let's see. Can balance chloro. Okay, yeah. Let's try that. So stabilizer. What's the last one here? Sodium chloride. Sodium chloride with chlorohexadiene. Let's see. Damn it. Okay. I think still active O2 and stabilizer are incorrect. A little bit of guesswork on this, huh? Okay. Hydrogen peroxide. And we'll start with citric acid and go from there. We're gonna kind of like just keep brute forcing it until one can. Okay, we're getting close. We're getting close. Okay. Let's try sodium bicarbonate. Still incorrect. EDTA? Alright, yeah. Let's do that. Okay, it looks like this one is correct. Oh, and it did remove it. Okay, great. So now we can remove the EL9. Formula assigned to decontamination chamber. Main control laboratory is accessible. Nice. Okay. And just like that, guys, I have a minor degree in chemistry. Yay! All right. It's okay if I didn't know how to pronounce half of those words, right? Right? All right. I think. Okay, fuck. Oh. All right, let's get the hell back. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Down this vent again. Anything to cope. Anything to cope. All right, back here again. Trying to remember. Yeah. We're still trying to get security clearance level 3 here. Okay. Why can't I lure the entity A in here and then just have him be sprayed with a decontamination? That could kill him. Isn't he an EL9? Like, he's just fully EL9, you know? Oof. My God, like the whole body just like it eats right through it. You turn into sludge. Just a base for it. Oh, William Davis, that's him. Okay, 513. 513. The founder of Prism, or at least let's see what he says here.
Such sorrow in her eyes. Or is it?
I hope you're happy.
How lonely she must have been. I'm here now.
There's description about the creature. General appearance: large animal, deceased, pale flesh, hairless. The vertebrate animal looks to be of the Mammalia class with 10 limbs. The neck measures 120 centimeters. Examination shows an apple lodged within the long throat, which was probably the cause of death. The digestive system consists of one stomach with 4 compartments. No apple was found in any of the compartments. Ovaries are present, but no evidence of a uterus or cervix. The mammary glands and the internal sex organs suggest the animal is female, which also suggests the potential existence of a male mate. Due to the size of the subjects, a partial autopsy had to occur at the site of the discovery in the arbor, with much of the subject remaining there. Transport of the rest of the subject to the lab has been scheduled for tomorrow. The arbor has been closed off for the time being. So I guess this is where they examined it, right? And then it broke out, and it literally ran right here. This is it. This guy, obviously, the Davis guy, I think he wanted to be firsthand in examining the animal. And of course, he met his demise. Okay, so there was from what I remember, there was a terminal that I guess I can override if I have Davis's ID, because Davis is the founder, so I'm sure he has basically access to all the locked areas, maybe something like that. I'm a bit of a... I know I oversaved, but I don't care. Oh, it's back. Oh, you can see it. It's right there. Four, 1, 3, 4, 1, 3, 4. Okay, we're in. Why does it take so long? Okay, good. camp in here? Overflow area. This place is claustrophobic for sure. How do we switch from robots to these? And, you know, that's the most deceptive thing about this game is because I remember like seeing the trailers and all the marketing for it. It just showed the robots. Even look at this. If you actually see the game's wallpaper, look at that. It just shows the robot. So you're thinking you're just going to be, you know, dealing with robot stalkers. But I think we should have also known the flowers you see sprouting around him. I think this is the symptoms of the canal or the infection. That could have been a subtle indicator. But yeah, how quickly things have changed, honestly. I can't be mad. It's hella impressive. They definitely mislead you. If anything, this is more scary because I'll be honest, the novelty of the robots was starting to fizzle out. This is more terrifying. Oh my god. Oh my, bro. I can't see anything. Where am I? Who am I? Okay, so I think this is where we, okay, we're basically draining out the water that's up there for the other ladder. That was, I remember... Yes, I think so. Okay. It's awfully quiet. I don't like this. Oh, the water. Oh, I think I need to get out of here. Oh, I can hear him. Get out of here. Oh my god. Don't talk. It grabbed me. Huh? What the hell am I seeing? What is this? Are these the moon creatures? Is that what it wants me to see? When they talked about the reports, the reports were talking about this monster, right, with a very long neck. I think that's the one that they were talking about that we just saw in the vision. And the baby is the monster that's roaming around right now. That's her child, fully grown. I don't know how fast it takes for them to grow up, but maybe it's just maybe it's a bit different. So there's another entity, bro. Oh my god. Is that what they mean by together? When the scientists mention something called the together, they're talking about the visions of together, the mother and the baby. So we all kind of seen the same visions. We're gonna bump into the mother. That's for sure. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't want to be here. Where are we now?
The canal whispers my name,
Hmm.
urging me forward.
Is this Davis?
Okay. One final moment. One last glance upon her face before I leave.
Henry Becker. General appearance, barely conscious, confused, gaunt, extremely dehydrated. Patient arrived in an emergency situation from the canal location. He could not speak clearly and had issues with breathing. His general appearance was alarming, almost as if he were void of moisture. Veins constricted, causing difficulties for IV insertion. Vitals were erratic but stabilized after we administered a sedation. Patient has been put into medically induced coma. Has been given fluids and medication. Judith Weber spoke with Gerard briefly before he was administered sodium for the MIC. A transcript has been requested. The incident occurred at the canal observation experiment at the canal. During setup, Matthew, the physicist, went into a trance and walked into the canal. Henry Becker, lead physicist, successfully retrieved Gerard via the tether connection. Gerard was in poor condition and had emaciated appearance. He could not speak coherently and seemed confused. Back at the base, his condition worsened. He was put into a medically induced coma and given intravenous treatment for extreme dehydration. Approximately 12 hours later, Gerard went into cardiac arrest and died. Bureau was held outside of the base for Gerard. Yikes. Just entering this canal seems to cause some very extreme side effects. Missing person, Kenneth Murphy. Pair airlock ID, Kenneth Murphy, lead engineer, left the base on his own. On-duty crew is sparse due to loss of life and current illness. No one saw Murphy leave, and he did not inform anyone of his plans. For safety reasons, the base is now on lockdown. Comms have been left on in the event of Murphy return. Okay, Murphy ain't coming back, buddy. He ain't coming back. An ongoing cycle of natural actions and patterns. Routine. It's the name of the game. It's the definition of routine. It seems to be like a dogma here at the Annex Station. Something they believe in. Interesting. Okay, so Williams Terminal. Do I have Williams ID? I don't think I picked it up, no. I did pick up Williams ID? I have... Oh, William Davis. William Davis. Sorry. Forgot his last name. First name. 5134. Whoopsie. Yeah. We got the security clearance level 3. Let's go. I guess we're going back to the main area again. So, from what I remember, there's 2 doors, the ecography and the elevator. Those were going to be the places that we need to go next. A magnificent mammalian specimen, a true being of the moon. She holds so much history in the layers of her mind. The other entity that Henry encountered is still here. I can feel sadness that is not my own. The others think they are hallucinations. They are mistaken. They are memories. I slept in the main control lab last night. When it was just me and her, she spoke to me. Fuck it. This guy, bro. I know now. There's no place for us here, not in a conventional sense. The canal is the answer. So this seems like... Just a few of us left now. It won't be long until we're all together again. The word together keeps being brought up again and again. It's time to join them. Before I go, I must look upon her one last time. This is, I guess, a glimpse of the entity. Why not report this back to Earth? Why play this, you know, this... Why be this curious, you know? So wait, was the canal here? Wasn't I there earlier? There it is. That's the mother. Why is it just left out in the open like this? So it choked on the apple and died? Second life form has been discovered. Anatomically distinct. Entity B was found by Maria Ivanov in the arbor and was already deceased upon discovery. So that was Entity B. Preliminary cause of death appears to be asphyxiation, likely resulting from choking on an apple, possibly due to incompatibility with human produce. That thing died from an apple? Why was it even out of its contamination, out of its container? Just roaming about eating apples. What kind of unprofessional place is this? My God. You don't leave something like that roaming about. William Davis is a terrible founder. Irresponsible. Does not follow protocol whatsoever. Yeah, it seems like Davis's curiosity got the best of him. That's for sure. So, peace of mind. Entity B is dead. But I presume Entity A, her child, is still roaming about. He's... Oh, shit. Yeah.
Don't give up.
Who's speaking to us? Are they giving hints for the next part of the game? What's the point of telling us? Telling us and showing us Entity B. Yeah. I mean, I don't know how close I am to the very end, but maybe this is the final chapter. Where's the way back? Over here. Okay. So now we have to go all... We're gonna have to be walking out in the moon. When did you sleep last night? Around 6:30. And then I woke up at like 2 p.m. ish. أنا نمت منيح. Security clearance required. Please provide security. Okay, yeah. I got security clearance level 3, baby. I'm the boss of this lunar station now. Out into the frontier. The new frontier. I'd say the best... I would say the best direction this game went for is the 80s retro technology that it went for. Like the fact this is like set in 1978, 79, you know? You're lucky I slept for only 2 hours after your stream, then went to work. Oh my God. Oh, I am so sorry, my guy. Oh my god. You must have been exhausted at work. I I feel like I fuck up a lot of people's sleeping schedules because of my streams. Your sleeping schedule is fuck. I'm the Netsushi. Same here, man. Same here. I always tell myself I'm gonna stream earlier. I'm gonna stream earlier, but it just, I don't know. I've just made it a habit to stream right around 11 p.m., 12 o'clock at midnight. Woke up at 8:30 p.m. Damn, you slept through the whole day. Oof. Maybe someday, maybe someday, I'll be able to stream earlier. It's a dream of mine, or at least it's a hope that I can rearrange the streaming schedule. But for now, it's the late night streams for me. It's not Ramadan, guys. I know. It doesn't help that I'm on vacation right now, so I'm just yani. There is no curfew, at least for me. Chapter 6. Legacy. Okay. There were 3 doors. The prong 1, prong 2, ecography, and elevator. Actually 4. This is what I remember. Okay. Let's check over here. Lift entrance, no need that anymore. Prong 1, let's begin. Let me actually go save. I do need access to other pathways as well. What the hell? Prong 1, misaligned. Prong 2, misaligned. Okay, so we do have new objectives here. Okay, these are all opened for now. Okay. Okay, let's do the reboot. A lunar ultrasound must be performed. Align both prongs, then proceed to ecography and imaging. Okay. Well, at least now we know. Okay. So we gotta align the moon signals. Okay. How does this work? Prong control. Okay. So I guess this is where I'm using my... How can I... This is strange. Okay, so I need to... Prong has been aligned. Okay, that was easy. For the most part. Okay. Let's turn off prong 1. No need access for that anymore. Okay. Now to find prong 2. Okay. Yeah. I figured. Prong 2. Prong 2 was in the common living area, I believe. Where are you? Commons. شو هيسامي؟ شو هيسامي؟ مش معقول هيسامي لا. Do I have any battery? Oh, I do. Okay. Okay, just passing by. Prong 2, I need to open it. Prong, there we go. Okay. It's right there. This I remember. There we go. Fuck. Yeah, I gotta do this quick. This one is, oh, no, still. Okay, done. Now to zoom in. Okay, it's been aligned. Great. Ecography. Ecography has a separate power line. I need to remember where to access it. Do I have enough battery in this? Recharge. Should be fine. Over here. Yeah. The ecography is here. Like, I have this shit memorized. Okay, ecography. What's in here?
This reality diverges from our expectations. The canal, the moon. It requires us, and we require it. Another contraction.
Okay. Aligned. Align subsurface imaging prongs to designated contact point to perform scan. Initializing subsurface imaging prongs. Ensure stable contact. Contact pressure. Signal clarity 82%. Analyzing data. Output ready. Do I go back to the reboot? I think we're done here. Immediate intervention required. What do you mean by that? Proceed to the ripening. Immediate intervention required. To the ripening induction terminal immediately? Ripening and induction terminal immediately. Where the hell is that? It's the first time I hear about a ripening induction terminal. Maybe this? Okay. Go back. Close it. I don't want to see diaries. I want to see the reboot initializing thing. Let's count memorizing for you, Mikhail. Plus one. 49% success rate in puzzles. We're done here. Ripening and induction terminal. I have not found anything like this. What terminal could they be talking about? Ripening and induction terminal. I don't know. This is Henry's terminal. No. Maybe it's in this. This is the terminal in here. Let me check in there. Real quick. Sophia's terminal. That's not very helpful. I've already checked these vents before. There's nothing here. Only leads to one way anyway. So I have to guess. I have to guess where the hell this terminal is. I've never seen this before. This is the archive terminal. Not relevant whatsoever. Is it in the Mason room where we did the psychiatric tests? Okay. There could be another level 3 security room that I've not checked. Oh, wait. Is this it? I've never seen this door open. It seems like all doors are just now open now. For some reason. Wait. Oh, it opened. The path. The induction. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere. Oh my god, you can actually see the infection. Is this the canal? You can see even the flower.
Keep pushing forward.
my god, look at the... Ooh. You know how like when you... You know how when you look at like a... You know, you look at something bright and then you start blinking. You start seeing these little light flashes around, you know, in front of your eyes. Inject amniotic brine. Yes and yes. Not like I have a choice. Ripening and induction. The canal is ready. Oh dear. I don't like the sound of that. Where's the canal? Oh, everything's been turned off. Just have to make my way out of here. There's one more objective. Archive inactive. Okay, I can turn that back on. Oh no. That's no good. Oh my god. Son of... Oh. Oh my god. Guess he wants me to press it? What does he want? Oh, his mother. He misses his mother. It's the only footage of her. I feel bad for him, though. My god. Maybe he was looking for her all this time. Yeah. Wow. I didn't think I'd sympathize with him. No batteries. It's not like the creature asks, asked him, asked to be born that way. Or at least, no. I think he is still a child that's just wanting to find his mother. And then, of course, human intervention took place. And then here we are now. Of course, not. So, like, the circumstances of the entity is really out of his control. I guess we are inside the canal. This is where I guess they dug up Entity B. Oh my god, it's so dark. I can't see anything. Don't tell me that we've also been...
You've come so far. One final step.
So was this whole time we were almost... He's going into like a fetal position. Did we all just get dragged into the canal like it calls to us? Like some kind of hallucination? Oh no. I think the fungal infection acts like a hive mind of some kind. And everybody who's infected to are kind of connected to it. That's why they all keep saying together. We all go together. I guess this is the center of the... What the... Is that me?
Together.
Yeah, that word is being used again. I think this is how it lures everyone.
We begin anew.
Hey, that's kind of like the Adam and God.
Through me, you endure. Through
So-
you, I endure.
So I think the voice that's speaking to him is the fungus. That can't be the end. It's so tragic. 1999, 20, almost like 10 years. 2025, 30 plus years since the events. Report December. Lunar Contamination Recovery Program. The Canal Expedition from 1979. The objective was to retrieve data associated with the original Prism. Canal Expedition. Okay, everything's so classified. The Prism Lunar Expedition geological contraction within the site known as the Canal Operation continued until 1979. 1999, a Union Plaza resort employee, John Cooper, reported the discovery of Union Plaza operational irregularities. John Cooper has been alive for that long. Software engineers sent to correct automated security network entered the ward, which is us. So we were there. We came in at 2025. Contraction events aligned with patterns from the original Prism Canal Expedition escalating intensity. Recover all Prism mission data and related to the canal. Retrieve or irregular value. Indeterminate origin or unauthorized function. So almost 30 The LCRP lunar touchdown, approximately 800 meters from the ward's airlock. Upon entry of the ward, the crew reported a dense concentration of particulate matter, described as, or pollen, which is the thing that went into his system. Substantial interference, complete telemetry loss. The final transmission contained one image. Oh my God. Something's hidden or missing in these papers. Yeah. So the software engineer that we were playing the whole time came to the lunar expedition, or came to this lunar base at 2025, almost 30 plus years since the incident. I thought we were there. So it was already too late. Like, the second he walked into that place, it was... Why would they send one person? My God. You need a whole crew for this. I feel bad for him. Oh my God. What a tragic ending. Also very grim and dark. I'm sure they're all wondering back on Earth when they saw that image, were like, what in the world is going on? In a way, it has this kind of like, you know, like a project, you know, Project Blair, like the Blair Witch Project. You know, that last scene where you see that person standing in the dark and you don't know what is going on, but there's something greater, you know? So did the engineer die or what? I think he, I wouldn't say he's dead, but he has succumbed to the control of the fungus. Because eventually, just like everyone else that we've seen, they all just basically sprout out fungi, and they slowly decimate into nothing more than flesh. You know, basically the fungus eats them out from the inside out, and then just spreads its branches, its little spores everywhere, until the next victim comes along. So we become basically a space mushroom. We become a lunar mushroom. Yeah. But who took the picture to them if he died? I think that was the last time he had any conscious control of himself before he was lured into the center of the canal where the mother fungus was. So yeah. The two native creatures, which is entity A and B, I don't think they're infections. I don't think they're byproduct of the fungus. These are just native ancient life that existed on the moon, and the fungus is a separate, dangerous, like, it's a dangerous it's a dangerous vegetation that sits under the surface. How much would you rate this game out of 10? This is a very strong 9 out of 10. I fucking loved this game. Everything about it was top-notch. Story, environmental storytelling, the atmosphere, the gameplay, the jump scares. I was most of the time unnerved and uncomfortable by the claustrophobic spaces. And the fact that the areas are very dim most of the time, and you kind of have to, you know, you're kind of almost like walking blindly in the dark trying to figure out your way. Sound design also helps really lock this in and make it even more stressful when you hear the clank of a robot in the distance, and the way they're like scanning. It's just so piercing to the ear, like, you know, like that first half of the game was intense, and then it's followed by the entity presence, the monster, and it makes it just unravels a bigger mystery. What the hell happened here, you know? And the first time I actually saw that thing, I'll be honest, very well, just the way they introduce the threats and the way they present it to you. I think they've done a really great job. Really great job. I absolutely love this game. There's nothing more I'd say the only gripe I may have had with this game is, okay, I can respect it. They don't want to hold your hands. They don't want to tell you, press A to jump and press B to crouch, these kind of things. Fine. But I will say that first hour of the game, I was a little bit confused because I was not familiar with these mechanics. And the way they went about it is that a lot of the instructions were told through, in-world this text description. So you actually had to read this stuff in the in those areas, or else honestly, if you jump in blindly, you'll be stuck for a very long time. But once I got past that entry barrier, finally the game started to really get better and better in my eyes. Yeah, this is a strong 9 out of 10. I recommend it, especially for someone who loves indie horror games. This is the standard right here. This is the standard. Fantastic from start to finish. I absolutely loved it. I'm so glad I got to play it. And this is kind of like a very close contender to one of my best horror games out there, Amnesia: The Bunker. This is very close to that. Where Amnesia: The Bunker is more non-linear to this. This is a bit more linear. You still had, you still could choose to go two different paths, but they all kind of lead to one place. Still, nevertheless, that was fantastic. Perhaps one of the best, if not the best sci-fi horror game that I've played this year. I will play Amnesia really soon. Got to give it a try. Definitely. They leave you in the game the same way they left our engineer alone. They're lost. Yeah. I don't mind if a game doesn't have a happy ending. It's fine, because the idea that they were really going for this is you're stepping into unknown territory, and a lot of time from start to finish you're still trying to unravel the mystery of this place. And I think they did even like to the very end. It took us to figure out all the pieces and put them together. So yeah. 9 out of 10 for me. Routine. Phenomenal game. If you haven't tried it, give it a shot. And to those who may have friends who play this type of stuff, recommend it to them. It's free on Game Pass. You won't regret it. I wish there were different endings, so I keep playing it. I don't mind that it doesn't have different endings, to be honest, because then it becomes this debate of what's canonical, what's the true ending. I know people like that stuff. I don't. I frankly don't. Because then it's just, it makes me, let's say I spend the whole playthrough thinking of one theory, and then I get an ending that debunks that theory, I'd rather just be able to have one idea of that world and that story from start to finish. So I'm happy with the way it ends, because now I can go back and I could see, if I revisit the first part of the game in my mind, I'm like, okay, I see that's why this happened, and I see this is why this happened, and so on and so forth. And you're filling in the gaps in the story. Playing the game twice, it gets more. This is the type of game that you don't usually play a second time, but that doesn't mean the first time you play it is terrible. If anything, it's extremely memorable. I will remember this for quite some time. This will linger in my mind for a while. The idea that you step into a lunar station, the biggest twist, 30 years after the incident. I thought it was like that I thought it was like the same. We were in 1980s. No, so much time has passed, which makes it even more fucked up. Yeah. I feel empty after this game. I feel it too. It's going to be hard now because, I stream usually every couple of days, and I stream some new indie stuff, and it's going to be tough it's going to be tough to compete with this. This set a benchmark now for me. So, oh my God. That was amazing. Play Blueprints. Perhaps not tonight. Perhaps not tonight. We'll still keep it on the backlog. But let's actually take a look at some of the other stuff that might be coming out that I had my eyes on. There was something I think is coming out actually tomorrow night. Let's check my personal calendar here. What do we have? Yes, December 10th, tomorrow. Dead Format. I have this wish listed. Looks really cool. Survival horror game set in the iconic film eras. It's 1990s Scotland, and your brother has gone missing after becoming obsessed with the mysterious new VHS format. Follow his trail and through the tapes and uncover why the government wants to ban video ghastlies. Oh my, oh my. Okay. I think this is going to be our game tomorrow. I'm down for this. I'm down for this. I never watched streams, but I really enjoyed watching you, man. Thank you so much. And thank you for tuning in. And thank you for joining on the streams, man. And again, thanks for the gifts as well. How do you find these games, man? So, honestly, the best way to do it is actually just through Steam search, okay? So, what I do is I just go here. I click Steam search, horror, latest stuff. I also, by the way, like Routine, I found it through Twitter. What's really great about Twitter is that you find a lot of indie developers constantly promoting their stuff, and they all share to one another. So whenever I'm just on, usually I'm on Twitter, I just keep an eye. Like, you see someone, ooh, like, look at this. I don't follow this guy, but it's been reposted and shared. So I take a look and see, okay, this guy is working on a game called Hollow Blade. So definitely Twitter. You want to go on Twitter. You want to follow a lot of these indie developers. Honestly, this looks really cool. This is kind of like King's Field with dark fantasy. And see, I add it to my wish list. And then we go back. We take a look another time. See another person showcasing their little indie project. Here's another one, you know. This is kind of one of the best ways to do it, to be honest. That and Steam search. So I click horror, then we check the latest release dates, and we see here what's coming out. This is usually one of the best ways to do it. Oh my god, yes. No Means Nothing from a Russian developer. I need to play this because I played some of his other games. This one, The Hole. This was a highly disturbing story about domestic abuse and violence. And then It's Just a Prank was a prank that goes horribly wrong. He is just someone who conveys very disturbing themes into video game form. And he came out with his next big game, No Means Nothing. He also had another game in here that I played, I guess. I don't know which one was it. But yeah, I need to play this. Yeah, Russian developers, bro, they're on another level. You know, like they're on a particular niche that that you know that I always appreciate. Dome Keeper. Let's see. Keep mentioning this game. What is this? Is this like similar to Motherload, where you kind of dig down? Motherload. It's from the same publisher who made, who helped publish Routine, game we just played. It's a tower defense game where I guess you cultivate resources underground and then you have to defend yourself during the day. Something like that. To be honest, not my kind of game. No offense. No offense. Type Dark Deception. It is the best. But yeah, I think Dead Format. This will play next. This and No Means Nothing. So I think tomorrow night we'll play this, and then followed by Dead Format. That will be the stuff that I'll. It's on my wish list. What was it? Dark Deception? Dark Deception. This one's for free. Came out in 2018. Oh, I think I know what this is. Yeah, you just run in a maze. You gotta collect crystals, and then a monster's chasing you. Yeah, I know this one. It's a anthology horror stuff. There's like multiple chapters. I don't know. I remember wanting to play this with my friends because it had co-op. I can play with them, but it just feels like very what we call just very tacky horror. Best way I can describe that. Big safety. Thank you for the roses. I don't want the stream to end. That's it for tonight, bro. Well, it's because the way the way I do my streams now, it's based on the game that I play. So, like, you know, because this live stream is only for routine, the first person horror. I'm not gonna jump into another one. Keep it for the next. But yeah, I think we'll wrap it up for today. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and to all the new viewers and fans, welcome, and hope to see you guys on the next live stream. Love you, brother. I miss you. Glad to also see you in the car ad voiceover. Yes. Yeah. Thank you for that, man. Yeah, that was awesome. That was I'm really glad and honored to be doing gigs like that because it helps kind of reinforce and encourage me to keep pursuing voiceover. There's definitely a new passion there that I want to explore. Oh my god. Thank you so much for the gifts. Holy moly. What ad voiceover? I just did a voiceover for a Chinese car brand. They had a live event here up in Dubai. So I did the voiceover for the promotional material. The Tank 700. But yeah, that was super fun to make. Into more voiceover gigs in the near future. Hopefully you'll be a voice actor in games and anime. That is definitely a goal in mind. That is a goal in mind, inshallah. Well, guys, thank you so much for tuning in. We'll catch you on the next live stream. Until then, good night. Take care. And let's hope we fix our sleeping routine. Yalla. Take care, guys. Mas salama. Good night. Bye-bye.